Luke, we've just gone and lost to Dover. What are your thoughts on the performance and the result today?
I've got to go careful, I've got to be honest with you. We lost fair and square. First half, that sums up my day. First half, we're going off up a penalty. Poor play in the middle of the park, poor set, poor clearance, poor lunge. Same player that's now offering up penalties, Woking, and then at home to Dover today. Didn't look great in my opinion. Will Evans, all over the park first half. We have a go second half, hit the woodwork. Have a little bit of an injection in terms of a willingness, but no. Got to take our medicine because at the minute we are way off it.
You said we had a go, but in the game we didn't really create any chances. Is it something you're looking to change?
I think a bit harsh. We hit the post. They have a block from Rico. One goes across the face of the goal. Not clear cut, but I still think we were probably the team that were taking the game to them. Listen, they're a team that are however many losses this season, and then we go and add a win on their tally. But look, dejected is how I feel. Wholly responsible in terms of the personnel I pick. Yeah, it's answering a lot of questions, and it's easy for me to say that because I keep alluding to next year, but there's people that are supposedly wanting deals on the pitch. I'm not seeing that. But maybe they want away, maybe they don't want to be here. But it'll be interesting to see where they end up next year.
And can you see it from the other side of the coin as well? Some players that have deals are now taking it slightly easier, would you say?
No, I don't think so. I think that would be harsh. I don't think that they've taken their foot off the gas. I think we've hit a wall, hugely hit a wall. And I look at Will Evans today, I thought he looked tired, both looked tired. Rico obviously coming back from an injury is naturally going to look tired. I think that Mendy was a constant threat. Denon tired towards the end. We aren't getting up the pitch quick enough. I get shown at half time by Jordan 3 clips, and like I said, it's epitomising where we are currently. It's just, yeah, really, really tough. I asked the group to go and have a look at themselves, ask themselves the honest question, are they doing enough? I'll do the same, as I always do, the staff as well. But what we're currently serving up is pretty abysmal, mate. And I said it, you take all the plaudits, the run, the FA Cup, lead up to it, the in-betweens. So we need to ensure that we take the negatives, and we need to, fully take it on the chin. And I don't know where the little spark's going to come from. I've challenged them all week. I've challenged myself, and if that's challenging people, then got to have question marks.
No Josh Reese in the squad and no Kane Smith either. Any reason for those?
Josh Reese broke his collarbone. He fell quite awkwardly against Aldershot on Saturday. Obviously played 15 minutes on. I have to say, give credit to Reese on that. So he's got a broken collarbone. Connor Stevens has had a niggle on his calf. Kane Smith is having a repeating issue with his ankle, which happened after the Maidenhead game. And yeah, them 3 at the minute that are obviously sitting in the stand. Reese is done for the season. The other 2 we're hopeful can play a part on Monday. I'll be forcing one for sure. Whether the other one, being Connor Stevens, is up for it, we're quite hopeful that that will be the case. But that's no excuse. We've had injuries throughout this whole season, and we had injuries right at the start of the season, whether that be Ash and Femi. We've had suspensions, we've dealt with that. So that isn't the reason why we're not currently winning games of football. Like I said, I'm watching things all the time, and I'll be making some really tough decisions come the end of it, because for all they've done and what they've achieved here this season, what we're showing at the minute in the last 9 in the National League, unfortunately isn't good enough.
And where do you go from here? What's next?
Keep being positive, the best you can. You can't not. I can't not be hopeful that we go and have a good result against Willstone, who are no mugs, by the way. They've done a fantastic job down there. Stu Maynard, I think he's been fantastic. I think they've gone away to Southend today and won 1-0. Again, they're in all the games. Chesterfield 2-1. They go and draw 0-0 or 1-0 against Maidenhead. Yeah, that's a tough tie, and no disrespect, there's no love lost between the two clubs. So we need to go there, and I've got to be honest with you, any National League club, if you want to pick your one club you want to play against, it's currently us. So we need to ensure that we roll our sleeves up, go there with a focus on starting with a positive, not like we did today. I said to them, take the game to them, be on it, set the tempo, and within 6 minutes of the game starting, you're then already chasing a 1-0 deficit, and then you go and get the goal, and there's a reaction, and then he scores a worldie. It's an absolute worldie, but there's 3 parts to it beforehand, and I spoke to Danilo, told him at half time, no disrespect, you can't shirk a header, turn your back. It probably wasn't as polite as that, but yeah, people have got to take responsibility, as do I, and that's 9 now without a win in the National League. It's not a stat that we're proud of, it's not a stat that I like. People are going to leapfrog us. We spoke early on, myself and the hierarchy, that it's us and X amount of clubs that are going to be in for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th spot, and if they catch us, we must have had a mare, and at the minute we're having a mare. We're having an absolute beast. We are way off being way off it, and that's not easy for me to say, not at all, but again, I've got to understand that the buck stops at me, and I've got to ensure that we're better, and my work starts tonight, tomorrow, to prep Wildstone. Unfortunately, it's unforgiving, especially a bank holiday weekend, one that we felt could have been positive, and we started it in the beautiful weather in front of a crowd that I felt turned out pretty bad.
And we've come away with another loss today, and that means that we aren't in control of our destiny. We don't have the games in hand to put us in the playoffs. Does that worry you, or do you still think there is a chance for the playoffs?
Forget the playoffs. And I'm not saying they're not there and achievable. Just win a game. Just win one game. That's all I ask. Go to Wilson and win a game. And then we'll play Bromley here next Saturday and try and win that game. That's all I ask. I think that we keep putting landmarks and keep putting playoffs. They were in our grasp. It was for us to lose. And currently at the minute, we're losing that. It's completely slipped out of our grasp. It's not in our hands no more. Teams, Dagenham, fantastic run. Going to beat Barnet 7-3 today. Fantastic run. And they're going to give themselves an outside chance to nick a 6th or 7th spot. And you've got Notts County, you've got Grimsby. Unfortunately, we've got to control what we can control. And we can't even control getting a point at home to Dover, let alone a win. So forget playoffs in terms of thinking about them, talking about them. Let's just win a game. How about that? Let's go and beat Wildstone. Should have beat Dover. But I could say we should have beat Barnet, Woking, but we didn't deserve to. So you get what you get. Unfortunate, but it is, and we need to ensure that we're ready for a tough game against Wildstone on Monday, and they're going to want to continue with winning way and stopping us trying to get a win, because no team wants to be the team that gets beat by Boreham, would they?